kaginiganutetsik. To advise the next generation of public health researchers, practitioners, and decision makers, there is a need to be mindful of continuing to be influencers. There are at least 4 quadrants to consider going forward. 1. Always seeing something of worth by using our imagination. Wapatikewin. 2. Recognizing something old is so essential, it is new again. Tikewin. And it's better known as tradition. In English, that is. 3. Being mindful of innovation. Uskewin. Homegrown and transformative activities or positions. Last but not least, keeping miupayuan, good turns from changing fortunes, front and center.
And we really need to be supporting each other's and pulling each other's along, and not view our own folks as competition, because the world we live in, I know here in the US, is a very competitive environment, and inherently it's easy for universities, programs who are competing for stature, for resources, for faculty, as well as other institutions, that we kind of, that some of that, if we're not careful, can divide us versus unite us. And if we're clear on our purpose, then I think we can kind of see through some of that. And I just, we all need to just, we need to be kind to each other's. We need to be supportive of each other's. We need to be honest with each other's. And the more we can do that, I think the faster and the more success we'll have, not just for the individual, but for our entire community.
Dans une vision que nous avons en tant que premier peuple, qui est souvent différente un peu de la société, peut-être plus large, et qui nous appartient. Donc, dans un contexte comme celui-là, je me dis toujours que notre culture doit être la fondation de tout ce qu'on fait. Donc, cet élément-là, pour moi, il est extrêmement important, et c'est un message que je partagerai à d'autres personnes qui veulent s'impliquer dans le domaine.
You know, sometimes we get caught up in the day-to-day of what we're doing, and I've been a firm believer always that, we all have our own unique strengths, but collectively and collaboratively, we can do things that individually we'd not be able to do. And I think the Collaborating Center, which has been demonstrated over the past 20 years, has shown that ability to be that convener, that pushing of boundaries to really make sure that the research goes beyond the 4 walls of the academy and out in the community. So I challenge the next generation to continue to learn.
So I would really just encourage people to pay attention to their own interests, their own set of relationships, the gifts that they have, the knowledge that they bring, because there isn't one pathway. And I think that's one of the beautiful things about NCCIH, is that there's room for artists, there's room for people directly working in the medical field. There's work for or room for people who are organizing at a grassroots level. I think that the ability to address Indigenous health in a holistic way means that there's a place for all of us to be part of those conversations and to bring our own unique gifts and perspectives, our own skills. And so I think that because NCCIH has been one of the networks that is really expanding how we think about and define health and wellness, and the ways we can get at that, especially through creative works, kind of breaking out of some of the solely kind of scientific disciplines and really opening it up to all knowledge systems, to Indigenous knowledge systems. I think that that's really done through people's willingness to take risks and to follow their own intuitions.